Did you know that in some parts of the world people enjoy eating spiders? Yes, you heard that right. Welcome, dear listeners, to the fascinating realm of weird eats. We're about to take you on a grand culinary tour where every stop reveals a dish that may seem unusual, even bizarre to some. But remember, one man's taboo can be another's tantalizing treat. This isn't merely a random list of oddities. Oh no, we're counting down the top 10 weirdest foods from across the globe. From dishes that are a bloody delight to ones that pack an extra protein punch, we'll explore how different cultures turn the seemingly strange into scrumptious. So whether it's a crunchy spider or a duck in a shell, prepare to have your culinary horizons expanded. So, brace yourselves as we embark on this gastronomic adventure. Starting off at number 10. At number 10 is black pudding, a staple in British breakfasts. This dish, often associated with a hearty start to the day, is a type of blood sausage that is rich in history and flavor. The primary ingredient? Pig's blood. Yes, you heard it right. Pig's blood, which is mixed with a blend of oatmeal, pork fat, and a medley of spices. This combination is then encased in a sausage skin, creating a unique texture and taste that is both savory and slightly sweet. Originating hundreds of years ago, black pudding has been a significant part of the British culinary tradition. It's not just food, it's a symbol of culture, history, and heritage. It may seem a bit off-putting at first, but many who have dared to try it often find themselves pleasantly surprised by its rich, earthy flavor. If you can stomach the thought of it, this dish is said to be quite tasty. Moving on to number 9. Number 9 takes us to China with century eggs. This peculiar delicacy, also known as pidan, is a testament to the ingenuity of the ancient preservation techniques. The process involves taking fresh duck, chicken, or quail eggs and encasing them in a mixture of clay, ash, and salt for several weeks or months. The result? A transformation that's nothing short of remarkable. The egg white solidifies into a dark, translucent jelly with a salty flavor, while the yolk hardens and turns a shade of deep emerald green, acquiring a creamy cheese-like texture and an aroma akin to sulfur and ammonia. Despite the unusual appearance and potent smell, century eggs have a complex layered flavor that's truly unique. They're often served with pickled ginger root or chopped into small pieces and used in congee, a type of rice porridge. But whether you're nibbling it as a side dish or spooning it up in soup, one thing's for sure. Century eggs are a taste of time, a bite into history that's been preserved for us to savor. Definitely not your average egg dish. Now, let's travel to number 8. Coming in at number 8 is Hákarl, a traditional Icelandic dish. Now, this isn't your typical seafood fare, we're talking about fermented shark meat, a centuries-old delicacy that's as much about survival as it is about taste. Here's the catch, though. The Greenland shark used to make Hákarl is poisonous when fresh, so it's buried in the ground and left to ferment for several months. Once the fermentation process is complete, it's hung up to dry for a few more months. Now let's talk about the taste and smell. Imagine a strong ammonia-rich odor that can be quite off-putting. The taste, well, let's say it's an acquired one. Some describe it as very strong cheese, slathered in ammonia. It's definitely a dish that requires a certain kind of bravery to try. Certainly not for the faint of heart. Next up, number 7. At number 7, we have Surströmming, a Swedish dish known for its intense odor. This isn't just any regular seafood. Surströmming is fermented herring, and its smell is so potent that it's often eaten outdoors to disperse the aroma. The process of creating this dish is quite fascinating. Herring caught in the Baltic Sea during spring are fermented in a strong brine solution for a couple of months, then canned. The fermentation continues in the can, which contributes to the infamous smell. Traditionally, surströmming is served on a thin piece of crisp bread known as tunnbröd with potatoes, onions, and sour cream. This is usually washed down with a cold beer or schnapps. Despite the smell, many find the taste surprisingly mild and savory. But why is it so smelly? The fermentation process produces a range of strong-smelling acids, including propionic acid, butyric acid, and acetic acid. A true challenge for the senses. Moving on to number 6. Number 6 introduces us to Casu Marzu, a Sardinian cheese. Now this isn't your everyday cheese. This traditional Sardinian delicacy is quite literally buzzing with life. You see, Casu Marzu is unique because it's filled with live insect larvae, specifically cheesefly larvae. Yes, you heard right, cheese that's teeming with tiny wriggling creatures. The cheese is left to ferment, and the larvae help break down the fats, making it exceptionally creamy. But beware, these little critters can leap up to 6 inches when disturbed. Now that's a dining experience. However, this cheese doesn't come without its risks. Consuming live larvae can potentially lead to parasitic infections, and that's why it's considered illegal in many places, including the European Union. But despite this, it remains a cherished part of Sardinian culture, often served at special occasions and celebrations. Talk about a cheese with a bite! Let's move on to the top 5. At number 5, we have balut, a popular street food in the Philippines. As we delve into this curious delicacy, it's easy to see why it's not for the faint of heart. Balut is a fertilized duck egg, incubated until it contains a nearly developed embryo. After boiling, the egg is cracked open to reveal a small, feathered creature, complete with beak and wings, nestled within. For those who can get past the unconventional appearance, balut is celebrated for its rich, savory flavor, almost like a hearty chicken soup. The texture, however, is where things get interesting. The yolk is creamy and custard-like, while the embryo itself is tender, somewhat akin to dark poultry meat. The broth surrounding the embryo is sipped first, adding to the multi-layered dining experience. In the Philippines, balut is more than just food. It's a cultural symbol, a source of pride, and a testament to culinary boldness. Certainly a unique take on eggs. Now, on to number 4. Number 4 brings us Rocky Mountain oysters. And no, they're not seafood. Contrary to the name's suggestion, we're not talking about the shelled delicacies from the ocean's depths. Instead, we're venturing into the landlocked regions of the United States, where this dish is considered a delicacy. Rocky Mountain oysters are, in fact, deep-fried bull testicles. Yes, you heard that right. This unusual dish is typically served as an appetizer, often accompanied by a cocktail sauce. The preparation involves peeling the organ, boiling it, rolling it in a flour mixture, and then frying until golden brown. The taste? Some say it's akin to calamari. Others argue it's closer to chicken. The texture is somewhat crunchy on the outside, tender on the inside. But the real delight lies in the unexpected, the thrill of trying something so out of the ordinary. A surprising twist in the tale, isn't it? Next, we venture into the top 3. At number 3, we encounter fugu, a Japanese delicacy. This is not just any fish dish, it's a culinary gamble that can thrill your taste buds, or, if prepared improperly, stop your heart. Fugu, also known as pufferfish, contains a toxin 2,500 times more potent than cyanide. Just a tiny amount can be lethal. Preparing fugu requires a chef with high precision and a license earned after years of rigorous training. The Japanese government regulates this strictly, ensuring that anyone handling this fish knows exactly what they're doing. The poisonous parts of the fish are carefully removed, leaving only the delicious, toxin-free meat. Despite the danger, fugu remains a popular dish among daring food connoisseurs who appreciate its delicate flavor and the thrill that comes with dining so close to the edge. It's a testament to the lengths we can go to in pursuit of unique culinary experiences. A dish that truly lives on the edge. Now on to number 2. Coming in at number 2 is fried spider, a specialty in Cambodia. Now, before you shudder, let's get to know this peculiar delicacy. It all starts with the hunting of these 8-legged creatures, which are usually tarantulas. Once caught, they are defanged and cleaned thoroughly. The spiders are then marinated in a mixture of seasonings before being deep-fried to crispy perfection. The result? A snack that's crunchy on the outside and soft on the inside. For the brave ones who've tasted it, they describe the flavor as a unique blend of chicken and cod, with the legs being particularly crunchy, while the body and head have a soft, delicate texture. This unusual food has become a popular street snack among locals and a must-try for adventurous tourists. So if you ever find yourself in Cambodia, why not give this crunchy treat a try? It's not every day you consider eating a spider. And now, the moment we've all been waiting for, number 1. And the title for the weirdest food goes to Hakarl, from Iceland. Now this is a dish that's not for the faint of heart or the sensitive of nose. It's made from the Greenland shark, which is fermented and hung to dry for up to 5 months. The result? A food with a pungent, ammonia-rich aroma that's been likened to many things but never to anything pleasant. Take a bite and you'll be hit with a strong, fishy taste that lingers. It's a taste that's been described as an acquired one, but to those who've grown up with it, it's a cherished part of their culinary heritage. Hákarl is more than just a bizarre dish to gawk at. It's a testament to human resourcefulness, and the lengths we'll go to make even the most unlikely of ingredients palatable. And there we have it, folks. A journey through some of the world's weirdest foods. Would you dare to try any of these? Let us know in the comments below.